Just finished the 13700 and RTX 4070 build here. Absolutely beautiful. I love white gaming PCs, if it's not obvious. You're gonna need this application right here. It's called Extreme Tuner. This is for the Galax graphics card, which if you go into your manual or you look at the back of the box, it'll tell you how to do that. But I do wanna go over all of the parts that I used for this. I absolutely love this case. That is beautiful. It is literally all white. The cable management that it offers, there's rubber things up there. There's no rubber here on the side. But as you can see, as it's designed, it's very simple to hide all of the wires. So I like that. I've used this CPU cooler quite a few times. This is an 850 watt power supply. I wanted to get that so that the owner, my buddy Brian, can upgrade this in the future. So here's the specs. I did go into the BIOS and enable XMP, so I want to make that clear. And I also used MSI's overclock feature here. So I'm going to go ahead and run this really quickly. I'm going to show you the speed, 6,000 megahertz. We got 32 gigabytes of it with 28 available. We also have a 1 terabyte NVMe here, which, I mean, they're all very, very, very similar. So what we're going to do is we're going to run this benchmark program right here at 2560 by 1440. Those are the settings. And then this right here, one click overclock. I didn't enable that. This is the RGB. Again, you're gonna have to install that application to control the GPU, RGB, I mean, and then you're gonna have to install the MSI application if you end up hooking this up to your motherboard. If you don't hook it up to your motherboard and you're getting confused on why the lights aren't switching, it's one of these right here. I forget which one it is. And then this button right here, this is the power button. But this computer is beautiful. I actually like this more than mine. Mine has a little bit of a purple hue to it. And then this one is much more white blue. And the next PC that we get is gonna be a 360. I'm gonna run this before I forget. What I'm going to do is very, very warm in here. So that is why my GPU is running at 38. It is. I'm actually going to go and turn my heater off just so that you guys can see I'm actually not lying. We have it cranked all the way up and I'm going to turn it off because it's getting really warm. It was cold last night. So what we're going to do is we're going to run this really quickly and I'm going to go over all of the parts that are inside of this computer here. So you're going to see 1440p benchmarks, averages about 300 FPS. And what we're going to do, come over here. This is the temperature, fan, how everything is doing. This is the Galax application. This is not Unigen. So you can disable that if you want. I kind of like having stuff like that. It's not gonna like annoy you or anything like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna benchmark this speeds so that you can see. It might get a little bit warm, but you're gonna notice that this is like an extremely good computer. I love building higher end computers like this. I don't know. It's gonna score 11,000. I've already done this program. So let's go over the parts really quickly. We got the Eclipse G360A. I'm going to get this much more often. It fits a 360 millimeter AIO up there. That's a 240 millimeter AIO. I got this and another case. We're gonna do a 4060 Ti build and then a 4080 build. So keep your eyes out for that. So this right here is an 850 watt power supply. I got that power supply so that the owner can upgrade this PC in the future. So right here, this is the RAM that I got. I actually started getting this over the T-Force RAM. Actually editing a video going down to pick this up, which you are actually seeing this video in that video. So this right here, 32 gigabytes, 6,000 is what it's running at. I just barely showed you that over here, still benchmarking. I've gotten this NVMe quite a few times. Nobody's ever complained. This is the i7 13700K. I absolutely love this CPU. The 13500, also good. 13400, also amazing. Intel did a crazy good job with their CPUs this generation. The speeds are outrageous. Again, Windows 10, not Windows 8. Windows 8 is what this program uses, the only free program that I've been able to find. And keep in mind, I'm building these computers, a couple of them on a daily basis, so I can't be, installing Steam, logging into Steam, downloading Steam games, etc. So this is the program that I use. And you saw the whatever resolution here It is windowed, so it's saying 1431 rather than 1440p, but 9 little things, you're not going to run into any problems. So I've used this AIO. We're actually getting the 360 millimeter version of this. Nobody's complained about this AIO. I have seen people talk about it getting the air bubbles trapped. This also is a AIO that people have talked about, but I have never run into any problems. So as you can see, I've built many computers. Some people do like taking stuff with them, which I completely understand. This is the HD audio over here. We have the black cables, RGB. Those 3 white ones are the fans. There's only one front panel connector. It's a power switch. That is the only front panel connector in this PC, which is ridiculous. You got the USB right there. I put it behind one of the extensions, the power supply extensions, which I actually threw the box out, but those are Asia Horse power supply extensions. They work fine. That's a 3090 right there. I've never run into any problems. 13900 as well. So for those of you that would like to get a Vitro AIO, again, RAM, AIO. I actually like this. It kind of adds like a thing right here, if that makes sense. Like it adds something there. You could put like a chibi character or like one of the Funko Pop figures up there. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna quickly exit out of this, and I'm gonna quickly show you. So the temperature, it's 54. There's your specs and all of that. So yeah, that's everything, man. Love this computer. It runs great. I'm gonna go give it to my buddy. That was just going to get the stuff, talking to him and everything. So yeah, all the parts for this will be linked down in the description.